NRG Stadium in Houston. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Ready. Right, 37.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. On play action, they'll throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out to his left. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 22. Now a play fake, and it's Watson.
And he'll get this one to Cooper, complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 45 on 2nd down, Watson.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34. And he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
And he's got some space here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And that's caught out wide by Cooks.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's second down.
On second down, here's Pierce.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. We're scoreless after one.
Come on, back.
13 yards remaining on second down.
Hey, check nigga.
And they'll go right back to Pierce.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Now back to throw. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big fourth down call.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Browns drive about to get started. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this is caught at the 20. A big play that time for Cleveland. 55 yards.
Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
We often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
And that one spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He'll drop to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Returnable for Grant. "62 yards on the punt that time. Wow."
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
And again, it's Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Chubb running to the wide side.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
65 yards.
And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is now 10-3. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Try to lay one up deep.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Bryan Edwards
from 13 yards out.
And the Texans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
And we'll see what they want to do. 45 seconds is all that remains until the break.
On first down, it's Watson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watson's throw pulled in by Schwartz.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On first down, Watson. They'll roll him out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. They find some open field here. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, how about that? You use a high draft pick on this guy back in April, hoping he'll grow into a role as the season progresses. And now look at this, a pick 6 in his very first NFL game.
Sometimes the evaluation doesn't match what the kid brings to the table. He progressed quickly.
So after the touchdown, here's Beardown now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Back to throw.
Oh, he still brings it in off the tip here on the deep shot.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
First down,
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the football back at their own 17.
That was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here of the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that's caught inside the 35.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. Here's Pierce on the counter.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Another carry for Pierce.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Going for it with Pierce.
And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. This a 27-yard attempt here. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the 2nd half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Back to throw, Watson.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. 43 yards on the ground for him so far. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Like somebody thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Watson now to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down.
Got a man. It's Schwartz, complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
A shotgun snap for Watson.
And now Watson throws another interception.